Welcome back to Going in Gaming, and welcome back to round two of the League That Means Nothing 2. Today, I'm going to be your commentator, Ian, along with my friend Podrick.
Hello.
We are going to be talking about an interesting matchup. We have Hank Sherlock, who won his first round against Bravo on Turtle Burst Viserai, versus Matthew Kenworthy on Teklovossen, who also won their first round, absolutely dismantling Red Zone Rogue.
Wow.
Yeah, turns out New has a weird matchup.
I would have thought that would be very good for new.
I mean, if you banish their Evos, they get to play their Evos.
That's true.
Um, Now, this one, I would imagine, slightly more in Viserai's favor
Yes.
because until Matthew gets his hands on his Arcane Barrier Evos, which just came out in Part the Misspell,
Mm-hmm.
you have no defense
Nope.
against Viserai.
You're a bit
Like,
screwed.
it may be a case where you could run Achilles accelerator and just accept that you're not going to flip into
Mm-hmm.
the macropotent, however that is said.
Can you
Machine Man. Yeah,
yeah, till you become Iron Man.
yeah.
Well, more like Ultron, but yeah.
Look, I understand you have the Doctor Doom tattoo. You don't have to go full Marvel on me.
Represent.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Look, we're different nerds
We're
today.
different,
We're
yeah.
not we're not comic book nerds today.
That's true. Today we're card game nerds.
Yeah. Um, Matthew got to hang out with him a bit in Amsterdam.
Very cool.
Uh, has taken Teklovossen to 5-0 in the Swiss of ProQuests,
Damn.
right? And Hank has just been playing Viserai a lot. Like last league, played Viserai. This league, playing
That's
Viserai.
alright.
So it would be an interesting matchup, and
Yes.
we'll. I'm not entirely sure how this one's going to go. Obviously, if Matthew can just bang, 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 Evo, Evo,
Mm-hmm.
Evo, if you give Teklovossen the time to set up, you're in a world of hurt.
Oh yeah, that once they flip into the robot, it is so hard to come back. It is so hard to beat that flip, that transformation.
Yeah,
Um,
incredibly powerful.
Incredibly powerful. And then that turn after where they have the five cards, they've bought back, um, some of their attacks. Yeah, it's powerful stuff.
Anyway, we'll throw the gameplay.
Hmm.
So we're going to have a look and see what happens. Uh, by the way, if you're ever playing against Viserai and they flip over that scepter, dead giveaway.
Yeah,
They are not going to be attacking you too much in the early game.
you want to kill them quick.
Yeah, because the longer the game goes, they just have inevitability.
Yes.
Now, really, here we have two decks that just kind of have inevitability in their end game.
Yeah, it's very weird. They're both kind of setting up for these big. They're kind of these like almost combo decks where they're just setting up until they can do
Yeah,
their combo.
and we've got a nice start from Hank here with the grasp activation, making a cold foil rune chant.
This man clearly likes Viserai.
I mean, who doesn't?
That's true.
Draw my players. Draw my players did not like
The
Viserai.
vampires don't like Viserai. You're dead right.
And a
Blessing of a cult.
yeah, what a start.
If you couldn't tell what Hank was up to with the equipment flips, you surely do now.
I mean, yeah, and we just have Matthew activating Teklovossen, getting a
Right
nice little
hand.
mulligan,
Yeah.
and passing.
Seeing, yeah, War Machine, sending that to the bottom. You don't want that now.
Yeah, sending the block card Steel Street Enforcers
Hmm.
because it doesn't do a whole lot when you don't have any Evos.
Blocks one, I think, on the
Yeah,
current board state.
I imagine if you're in Matthew's position, what you really want to do is dig for Evos as
Yes.
hard as you can because you need to get some AB in play.
Yep. Any of it.
And here we go. We got the first one down. Activate Teklovossen, get the Steel Soul Controller, draw a card, play the Evo Speed.
Draw into the speed ship or speed slip. That is kind of the perfect turn one.
Yeah, kind of ideal. Now you have AB. You can't just die.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
because this was always a problem for Teklovossen in that if you paired into a Kano, you
You
just lost the
lose.
game.
Yep.
So they were playing stuff like Rusted Relic to try and not die.
Are they able to play Pistol and Arcane Lantern?
No.
Is pistol a two-handed weapon?
It is.
Damn.
Otherwise, you would dual wield.
Oh god. Dual
Yeah.
pistol.
Anyway, Hank making 3 rune chance with that Blessing of the Cult, playing a Mordred Tide, and playing a
Rune
Rune
blood
Blood
barrier.
Barrier. This is one for the old school Viserai heads. You used to play it just because it made a boatload of rune chance. And it's not like Teklovossen's going to threaten your rune chance here.
No.
Yeah, so
I
we
don't
get
think we'll be preventing much damage with this.
no, we get 2 from Viserai, 5 from Rune Blood Barrier, up to 11. Card in arsenal, still got a card in hand.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
11 damage just sitting there waiting.
yeah, both these players have kind of had pretty ideal opening turns.
Yeah. Difference is Hank has got the armor,
Hmm.
and so like you really want to be threatening at least the cards in your hand here if you're Teklovossen.
Yes.
Or we just play the recall, get some Arcane Barrier 1.
Arcane Barrier 2 now.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter, does
It
it?
doesn't. To heck with your Vexing Malice.
But now we've got a Teklo leveler for 2, costing our resource because we have 2 Evos equipped.
So it's perfectly fine. This weapon does get very scary once you are fully suited and booted.
Yeah,
It becomes what? 3 go again for 1 resource, which is very nice.
that weapon does.
Isn't it 3 go again?
It has, yeah. It was 2 go again because we have 3 Evos.
Yeah.
And now a mechanical strength, which gets a plus X, where X is the number of Evos. So we've got 6.
This
It's
is a
all
bad
right.
turn. Yeah.
It's not bad. I could definitely see Hank blocking up 6 here, just maintaining those rune chance. Because, like, the onus really is on Teklo, which is not
Not a position Teklo's used to being in.
where the onus is on them to do the killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to give up a card, give up balance probably. We're just going to front up some armor here,
Yeah.
let this Rune Blood barrier expire.
Yeah, you want to keep these 11 root chance. You don't want to whittle them away. It's very handy to something like Guardian, which can dominate attacks, and you can kind
No,
of.
we'll just give up 2 rune chants.
That's fine.
Give up a rune chant. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Um, yeah, the other thing about this kind of like Turtle Burst Viserai deck is they are very, very good at blocking. They're often
Yes.
packing like I know some of them pack like unmovables and plenty of D reacts. They're usually playing the 4 blocked Rune Blade D react that makes a rune chant.
Come on, you can do this.
God, I've had it played against me so much. I nearly said Rune Blood Incantation, but it's not that.
No, but we've got
Revenant, no, not Revenant. Ah,
Hank playing a Blessing of a Cult here.
3 more rune chants.
Yeah, we're just stacking them.
Just stacking them.
All right, we're at 10 rune chants at the minute. It's not bad.
We'll be up to 13. Just pew pew.
Pew pew, take 2.
Yeah, send in the railgun.
I mean, take it.
Yeah.
I'm Viserai here. I'm like, do you know what? I can afford to go to 38. Then my shield works.
Yeah, the shield currently blocks for nothing.
Yeah, that bloodied oval. I've never seen players more excited about anything than the card like that.
It's so funny to see these sort of more defensive Viserai decks get excited for a bloodied oval.
Yeah, at least someone was, thankfully.
A 1 block, a 1 block shield.
A conditional
A
1 block
conditional
shield.
1 block shield.
Yeah, we've got Liquid Cooled Mayhem now coming in from Matthew with a costing a grand total of 1. So a 1 for 6, that's pretty good.
I'd say that's all right.
That's a rate that I would take.
Yeah.
And Hank keeping his 4 cards, thinking.
It is the one thing about these kind of like, again, these turtly kind of Viserai decks is they aren't the best at like if they get to untap of 4 or 5 cards because they're trying to just set up this big sort of combo turn where they kind of or these multiple big combo turns with Arcanine Ascendancy and stuff. They don't really do a ton with multiple cards. They would prefer to just kind of block out a bit and
Just giving a sink below, sinking a card.
Yeah.
The thing as well, though, is if you're playing into this deck
Mm-hmm.
and they decide they're keeping 4 cards, you know you're about to get hit for a bunch of damage.
Yeah, you'd be if you've never played against this deck or you've never seen it in action, you're about to see some big, big damage turns.
Yeah. Like you get to play some of my favorite cards. Ninth Blade of the Blood Oath being the
Yes.
example. Like that's one of the cards that made me want to play Viserai when I started
Oh,
playing
really?
Clash of Clans. 9 damage.
9 damage.
9 damage, huge. Are we just popping Blessing of Occult, adding 3 rune chance, sitting at a comfortable 13 rune chance,
Mm-hmm.
an inauspicious number for Matthew.
Yes.
There's not a lot of no matter how much pitch you got, you ain't preventing all of that.
No.
Ah.
Sonata Galaxia.
Yeah. Now with X is equal to 6.
6. I think this will have go again.
Yeah.
You might need to correct me on that one,
I
but
mean, get whatever card you want.
yeah,
Like, generally speaking, you're getting things like Runeblood Incantation or
another
Runeblood
rune
Barrier.
barrier, another 4 rune chance coming down.
Yeah. And it has go again.
And it has go again.
So, like, Hank, having kept all his cards, could be setting up for an aggressive push here and actually use these 4 rune chance to just throw some damage.
Yeah. It's something you see. You do have these sort of Viserai decks that are more sort of OTK versions, which want to get 40 plus rune chance and kill you in one turn. But this, I think, Hank much prefers kind of building up, say, 15 to 20, sending over a big Arcanine Ascendancy or Amplify or whatever, and
Yeah.
trying to do that maybe 3 or 4
Excuse
times.
me, let me cut your life total in half.
Yeah.
Let me do it again.
Yeah.
And now let me finish it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead, just playing a Read the
Read
Runes,
the
making
runes.
1 for Viserai and then 3 for Read the Runes.
So we're up to 21 now.
That's a good number.
That is a good number. Maybe Hank might be playing a little bit more slower, try to go for the big one-shot kill, you know.
See, one of the things about Teklovossen is you can leave them with a bunch of cards, and it's not always the easiest thing for them to punish you,
Yes.
especially when they don't have their chess piece.
Yep. Yeah, this is a very interesting matchup to watch.
Yeah. Viserai gets to sit back and charge his laser while Teklo gets dressed.
Yeah. Shades of the was it Warhorn Oldham versus Viserai?
Yeah.
And it's just Viserai there.
That wasn't Warhorn. That
Was
was
it not Warhorn?
that was pre Warhorn. That was in fact that was Hayden Dale.
Was that
Hayden
Hayden Dale
was
that
Viserai.
that
Yeah.
got nuked from orbit by
No,
Viserai?
he was the Viserai who did the nuking
Good man.
way
Hayden.
back in the day. War Machine.
War Machine.
So this has costs 3, has overpower.
Yeah, it's kind of a souped up command. This is a souped up command and conquer.
It's not going to hit though, thanks to that Runeblood barrier. So we
Yes.
give up.
Get some equipment block.
Yeah, give up 6 there. There you go.
There
Easy.
you go.
Bloodied Oval does its job. Grasp gets a counter. One of the amplifies to the yard,
Mm-hmm.
and we still have 21 rune chance.
So
the great thing about this deck, in terms of your attacks, you are free to block with them.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you have 3 Rattlebones, which can get any Rune Blade attack back from the yard.
And we have another Galaxia now coming down. Get whatever you want.
Yeah. Again, do we probably just grab a another Rune Blade
Last
barrier?
Rune Blade barrier, maybe. It could also be something simple. It could also be something like a Blessing of Occult or a Rune Blood Incantation as well.
Yeah. Could be a Looming Doom.
Looming Doom would be very good.
21 counters on your Looming Doom.
Yeah. I remember the first time I got Looming Doomed, and I was very scared. I said, "Oh, I'm at 40 life," and then very quickly, I was not.
Yeah, it is just another Rune Blood barrier.
Yeah.
Another 4 rune chance. Add them to the pile. I think Hank has obviously taken the sit back approach here versus Teklovossen.
Yes.
Yeah,
realizing that he probably has enough time that he can just build up.
Matthew really needs to find the chess piece,
mm-hmm.
and then needs to find the singularity.
The singular singularity.
Yeah. Real problem then is Matthew has to sacrifice any and all arcane barrier.
At that point, then All Hack needs to do is send one attack.
Yeah, I can keep a card.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you are dead.
Yes.
And we're just Scepter of Pain.
Paying for one.
Would you like to take an arcane? No, I will pitch.
Think. What's that? That's a
Annihilation
Terminator?
Engine.
Annihilation Engine.
That is the one that destroys all cards that block it if it hits.
Interesting.
Yeah, as opposed to War Machine or what are they? Terminator Tank.
Terminator Tank, War Machine.
Terminator Tank is discard.
Yes.
War Machine is Arsenal, and then Demolition Protocol is on attack. Remove Steam counters from your opponent's.
It's just the mech mirror.
I'll tell you what, it will make your max opponent rage at you in Bright Lights Sealed and Draft.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, Connor had 3 hyperdrivers out, and I was just like, no, you don't.
Brutal.
I think at that point he psychologically quit the game
Yeah.
and was just like, you know what? I'm not playing the rest of this one.
It's the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yeah, we've got a 6 block here from Hank. Cover up this Command and Conquer. Block with the Night Blade. Block with the Looming Doom.
So Hank does have Looming Doom. Looming Doom generally pretty good into these kind of slower matchups. It's always blinking away.
Real problem with these kind of matchups though is Teklo currently has 2 AB.
Yes, so it can cover the Looming Doom each turn pretty nicely.
And they're just digging towards Singularity, and if they ever you are not going to kill them quick enough with a Looming Doom to kill through a Singularity. So I don't know if you've ever been in that spot.
Having a Singularity played, and I'm on the other side of the table. Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, you played Victor. You know Sonata Galaxia. Well, Mordred-Tide Sonata.
Mordred-Tide Sonata. So this will make 2 from Viserai.
Yes, and we have 24, 25. So X is 12.
Scalata.
Yeah.
Where are you?
We're charging my laser here. Yeah. Blessing of Occult. Pretty easy. 25 rune shots to play. I imagine Matthew's been sitting on that Arsenal for quite a while from the looks of things. So that could be the Singularity, and we're just looking for the Evo chess piece. Any chess piece.
Yeah.
Obviously, these instants are good, but you do lose some of the value in your flip because you can't put base equipment over them. So you can't use the Steel Soul pieces over them. So you can't gain action points, and you can't, because currently Matthew won't gain any intellect or action points.
That's tricky. That's especially on the turn where you flip, because obviously the mech has 3 intellect. Yes. So that turn when you flip and you get to keep a hand of 5 cards, and send across then 2 big attacks, and then your mech opponent attack on that crackback turn is much diminished.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here. Matthew is obviously just pitched into Teklovossen trying to filter this hand a little bit, because Viserai really doesn't let you.
Yeah. You see Warmongers, they're a card which is normally incredible against Viserai.
Yeah.
This, I think, is one of the few Viserai decks where they'll go, I'll play peace. I'll take peace.
Yeah.
Happily.
I've seen it happen.
I've also seen it happen.
It's been played against me in ProQuests.
Really?
Yeah. Unfortunately, my opponent oopsed by choosing War and then tried to play Rattlebones. I was like, no, we can't do that. It's not.
It is not actually an instant.
No, it just behaves that way for the purposes of the game rules.
Yeah.
So we're looking at what here? 28 rune chance 18, at least to start the next turn.
Yeah, 28. 12 away from the magic number.
Of just straight up being lethal.
Just killing. Just doom.
Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. I'm going to sing the Doom song.
The Doom song? Isn't the Doom song?
Vader's it.
Would you be surprised to know that I never watched it as a kid?
Yeah.
Or as a big nerdy adult?
Yeah, well. Listen, I was raised by TV and I turned out just fine.
I feel like there's a Simpsons quote that's relevant for this.
I'm fine. I'm just traveling around the world playing card games.
Hey,
You've done the same.
I've done the same.
You're doing it for a dead card game. You can shut up.
I am actually. The T-shirt I'm wearing actually is a Netrunner T-shirt. So
Good
yeah,
old Netrunner.
good on
Whatever
Netrunner.
happened to that? FFG.
Yeah.
What could have been?
What was? Weren't there, man.
You weren't there. You don't.
You weren't there.
Oh, whoa,
Oh,
whoa. Did you just see what Hank?
I just saw what's in Hank's hand.
Yeah. So, as anyone doesn't know, Slogism Arknight was the OG Viserai combo. Slogism Red is a 3 for a +5.
And it's playing on attacks that are
Cost 3.
3 or greater.
Yeah, yeah. And then Arknight is reduced by the number of rune chance you have, and it costs 6. So, just saying,
It's 10 dominate.
it might be for free
It
here.
might be for free.
Just a little bit.
Now this Terminator tank is presenting a bit of an awkward outlook.
Yeah, they'll have to discard a card.
Yeah.
Let's
But
see
I think
here.
you're fine. As you said, you have Rattlebones in this deck. You don't mind throwing away some of your attacks because you can always get them back on
I'm
your
looking at
pop-up
this and I'm
turn.
thinking, is Hank going to block or is Hank about to de-react?
I have a feeling there might be a D-React.
Sitting in Arsenal,
And chilling out in
just
Arsenal,
waiting
yeah.
for something that they cared about.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, I think Hank is just to cover this up, and then you might just have to hold off on your big combo one more turn.
Yeah.
And be like, cool, you've one more shot at this.
Yeah.
I imagine if you're Matthew, you're like, where the hell is my chess piece?
Yeah, it's weird to get we're a couple of turns in now and no sign of it whatsoever.
Well, really, the problem here is the onus is entirely on him to filter his own deck.
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting just blocks and defense and being able to draw some more cards.
Yeah. Which is something that Teklo likes to do. Teklo likes blocking. He likes to just like filter through his hand, find his evos, set up his big board, and then Iron Man you to death.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
unfortunately, against a deck that is on a somewhat similar philosophy and game plan, you don't have that kind of option.
Yeah, we're blocking with this Arknight Ascendancy anyway.
So we'll see, does Hank have the D-React?
And yes, the reducer rune chance.
Reduced, that's the name of the card.
I'm glad you know now.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine being punished for playing the game. Imagine if the best deck in the format could punish you for trying to kill them.
I wonder what that would be like.
Yeah, yeah. Now you'd have to be some sort of spike feeder to consider playing a deck like that in the league that means nothing.
Yeah.
Some like really aggressive, spiky person. I don't know anyone like that.
No, no. Something like that I think would be a true meta slave.
Absolutely.
You know. Um,
All right, what is Hank going to do here? Having now blocked with another big attack, I assume we're just waiting for a good turn to
just waiting for the attacks to line up.
just wait for a good turn to reduce, not reduce, to rattle bones back something big.
Yep.
And just go send.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 29.
29 rune chance. That grasp is never being activated again.
No. I would be impressed if it ever was.
Yeah.
And Hank is literally just passing.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. There's the what I was talking about, the demolition protocol being pitched. Gun.
Big gun.
Yeah, so like demolition protocol has no text in 90% of your matchups beyond being 9 overpower when you have everything assembled. Which, is not
Big
the worst.
numbies.
War Machine, destroy the arsenal if it hits.
6 overpower. It's a souped up Command and Conquer. Command and Conqueror.
Let's see what happens here. Checking his graveyard. There is not a lot in there.
No.
Like, we ain't working with a lot here. Like, Hank has been through much more of his deck. He's just sort of able to show really he has been in control of this matchup.
Yeah.
Like, he has been in this position to just say, go on,
Yeah.
kill me. Can you? If you don't,
I'm just gonna kill it. I'm gonna
yeah,
win.
I will kill you
Yeah.
before you flip.
It is very weird to look at this game. Both players, there's only 8 life. They're both still above 30. Matthew hasn't been touched at all.
Yeah.
And it is weird to see that Hank, you would argue, is the one who's in control of this game right now, despite the
Absolutely.
fact that doesn't really look like much has happened.
He has an absolute cannon sitting on the board with like 29 rune chance.
Yeah.
Really has to think about this block now.
Yeah, I wonder what's in Arsenal. He wanted to protect it
Yeah.
last time against the CNC.
I could imagine it being a rattle bones
Yep,
because
you want to keep
generally
that.
that's what you want to do. You want to pocket your rattle bones and then you're good to go.
Yes.
But
But yeah,
well,
these war machines are getting very hard to keep out.
I think he only has one more now, though.
Yeah, we've seen this
We've
is the
seen two war
second
machines. We've seen one Terminator
two.
tank at least.
I think we might have seen two. And I
Yeah.
think did was one of them pitched
No, an
earlier?
Annihilation engine was pitched
Annihilation Engine
earlier,
was pitched.
which, like, I think you could comfortably ignore. The only problem with that one is damage, and then, like, once you flipped into Teklo, you really, once your opponent is below 30, you could very quickly close the game out.
Yeah.
The only problem with flipping into Teklo is trying to close the game out when your opponent's above 30. You will run out of soul before you do that.
Yeah. It's why one of the it was what makes Guardian quite a good matchup for Teklo is that it is very hard for them to continually block and pressure the life total.
Can't be blocking 6 there, Hank.
Oh,
Matthew probably being like, no, overpower.
overpower.
Has
That is
text.
text. It has text. Now Hank can give up some equipment. He can give up the tunic, the grasp, and the creepers
Yeah, it
if
said
he
we're just giving
wanted.
up one card, taking 3, losing.
There it is. The Rattlebones called it.
I mean, look, I just know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't let
You're
anyone tell you otherwise.
you are the Rune Blood guy. If I need to know things
Yeah.
about Rune Blades,
We've just, yeah, play the slogism. Send
send
it.
it. Lick the stamp and send it.
Let her rip, baby.
So this is a total of 34 damage coming across.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's going to hit.
Oh, if it's somehow, yeah,
Yeah, we've got 11 dominate. So the red slogism is actually a +6.
sorry. This is 40.
Yes.
So yeah, this is lethal.
And we just get a root chant on the back end because
Why
Viserai is
not?
text. Yeah. Preventing 6 root chants there. Going to 17.
And just like that,
Triple is that, baby.
it's as simple as that.
Just got him. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
And now we have an 11 dominate, which on hit will make anywhere up to 11 rune chance. Yeah, so we'll
Block
6,
6.
7. This is the
Yes.
Steel Street Enforcer gets +X, where X is the number of evos. So take 4. Here, Hank, have another 5 rune shots. And I'll gain 3.
Oh, okay.
At least you know one thing if you're Hank right now. Matthew ain't flipping.
Nope.
That was a big turn.
That was quite big.
I would classify that as a pretty big turn.
Yep.
It was fine. It was an okay turn.
It was alright. It wasn't lethal, but
I mean, you go like, you're at 40? No, you're not.
no. You were at 40 and now you are at 16.
Yeah. And you've dumped your entire hand to not die.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, your life total now is low enough that if you do flip, Hank is going to have a very easy time finishing you off.
yeah. It's 5 rune chance. So any future attacks, like the big attacks from Viserai, are just going to be reduced again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pitch a shard.
Yeah. Get even more.
Yeah. 2 floating. Gain a rune chant from the shard. Put 3 verse counters on our rune blood incantation.
Hank, very, very good at keeping his board state clear. There's a lot of
Yeah.
rune chants in play, a lot of auras in play.
Become the Arc Knight. discard an attack, go get a Rattlebones, Rattlebones or something back.
Yeah, this could be maybe Hank has now decided. All right,
We're going now.
let's
Now,
just get sending it.
now that I've started swinging,
Yeah,
like we can Rattlebones back pretty much anything here. I would imagine it's going to be something along the lines of Ninth Blade.
can you get?
Can you get Ninth Blade? No, so there's a trigger from Viserai on the Become the Arknight to make 7 rune chance. The Rattlebones will take you up to 8 rune chance. So yes, with the tunic counter, you have exactly enough for Nightblade.
We are watching a master at play here.
Yeah. I'm just a little bit slower on the math here. Yeah.
So that would be presenting 9 physical plus.
No, we're just
no.
getting a read the runes. Sure.
Just gonna charge up the laser again.
Yeah, so one for Become, 1 for Read, and then 3 for Read.
That's 1, 2, that's 5.
Yeah, so back to 11 and a Rune Blood incantation to play, which is just going to tick down.
Yep. Add more.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, and from nothing, Hank has been able to get right back set up his rune chance.
This is one of the big things about Arknight Ascendancy as well, is like not only does it let you have extra rune chance, like not only does it get reduced by the number of rune chance, you for the damage you deal, you set yourself up for the next one.
Yeah.
So they're really pretty impressive at chaining into each other. You know, I've played against this specific deck a number of times, both locally and at bigger events abroad. And like, you really want to be an aggressive deck playing into something like this. You don't want to be hanging around. Yeah, so we'll go up to 11 rune chance. Easy. And next turn guaranteed going up to 12. So all Hank needs to do now is find another big attack or a Rattlebones, and really we'll just strip Matthew's hand again.
Yeah. From that point, then it gets even harder for Matthew to establish any kind of a board.
In fact, at this point, it is more dangerous for him to flip into Teklovossen and give up his Arcane Barrier.
Yep. Because all Hank then would need is 5 more rune chance, and he's got 3 waiting on the board. So yeah.
Pitch a weakest link into the gun, shoot the gun, take 2. Who cares?
Yeah, Hank is so okay with that.
Yeah. Activate Teklo.
What's this?
Just filtering cards.
Yeah.
Play a JYD.
JYD. Limited All-Star.
What?
Limited All-Star.
He got that dog in him.
He got that dog.
Yeah. Bright Lights Limited All-Star as much as it was.
Yeah, the card was an All-Star. The format was
It was fine.
Okay.
It was fine. Sealed was
Sealed was bad.
Listen, we're in a much better position here.
Yeah.
With Sealed. I imagine here we have a bit of a life total discussion here.
I think the life total has been kept pretty clean.
Yeah, it looked it to me. Yeah. I haven't noticed anything.
Okay, just sending over this dog.
Yeah, take the dog. Take the dog
damage.
for a walk. Decided not to scrap a card.
Is there anything to scrap?
I have no idea.
I don't think there actually is. So ideally you block with all of your Evos, get them in the graveyard, scrap them, or what's that 0 cost red that makes 2 resources?
Scrap Trader.
Scrap trader them away. That basically pays for
another Evo.
An Evo, yeah.
Or usually like pays for your flip. If you have the action points. Now, Hank's sitting pretty with 4 cards. I don't think he blocked at all.
Nope.
So you got to imagine we've got either time to put more bullets in the chamber.
Yeah.
Or we're going to attack.
Maybe he has another slogism.
Maybe both. Maybe both.
Yeah.
Slogism, what a card.
What a hilarious card.
Did you know, I was talking to a few people who were playing it in KO as a practice.
In KO?
Yeah, they were on very few wild rides. They were just on Bare Fangs.
Okay.
Which was, a choice.
Yeah, sure.
Surprisingly, none of them ended up playing that deck at the Pro Tour.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, let's see what Hank's got coming here. Obviously a bit of thinking to do.
Mm-hmm.
How to best sequence this, how to get the most out of his rune chance.
Yeah.
What sort of damage is he going to do here? Uh, that's a become. That's a become the Arc Knight anyway. So that's a good start. Become.
What are we going to see?
Discard a non-attack.
Okay, he's getting the
Go get
attack.
an attack.
The Hank deck is very thin. It
Yeah.
is.
We're getting an
Oh,
Arc Knight
baby.
Ascendancy.
Have we got the slogism?
Like either it's a slogism
Or maybe
or
it's a pummel.
it could be something extra spicy. There is pummels in those decks.
Yes, they like the
I've seen them.
pummels.
So
What are we
let's
going
see
to
where
see?
we go here. Yeah, just straight into the Arc Knight Ascendancy. So we have 12 Arcane. You know,
That's
sure, three
sure.
quarters of your life total in rune chance.
Yep.
And we have a Viserai trigger, making a new rune chant.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a resource on the tunic and 2 cards in hand. So it could be a pummel.
This feels like a pummel.
Could be Creeper's activation.
Sure. What are you creepersing?
I have no idea. Uh, anything. I don't know if it
Yeah.
matters all that much. Yeah, anyway, we're going to pitch the chess piece that we have finally found.
Oh, that's brutal. Brutal.
Prevent 3.
Matthew probably just thinking now, what does he want to prevent more of this arcane? Does he want to try and stop the Arcanite Ascendancy?
Yeah, this is not a vibe.
No.
Not if you're Teklovossen.
No. If you
The singularity.
singularity. Oh.
Now, it is important to know he managed to kill his last opponent in the league without having to flip.
I have heard of Teklos being able to do this.
Going to 8. And we have the Viserai trigger has resolved. We have 5 dominate. Here's the boots, or here's the arms. Here's a card.
Yeah.
Have we got a pummel?
This
We do.
surely
Look,
is
that's. I've never seen someone snap a pummel so
Oh.
quick. Like, 9, baby. Direct and Arsenal. Oh,
No, I think we just saw Matthew toss away his last card in hand.
yeah, that's bad. And that's a nice 4 more rune chance. Cool.
Yeah, I think if you're Hank now, you can actually probably just sit back, make the lethal 9.
Yeah, you know that Teklovossen ain't Teklovossening you.
Yeah,
Not for a while anyway,
you
because that
are
singularity is on the bottom of your deck.
you are not getting tech load this
Yeah.
game.
At least Matthew pitched it, and it wasn't the card he had to discard to pummel.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hank can we've seen Hank be able to build up the board state pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's not unreasonable that he's able to get up to
We're
16 rune chance.
We're already at 6 rune chance here.
Yeah, so 10 more and he guarantees lethal.
Through any number of blues.
Yeah. Obviously barring stuff like sigils, we did see did Matthew play a sigil?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. So there could be sigils to mess with those numbers, but I think you're
I
even.
just see a 9th Blade of the Blood Oath in his hand.
Or I could just do that.
Yeah, here's 15.
Here's 15 damage.
Thoughts?
We saw Matthew. Is he playing a Fabricate?
I imagine he's like
debating it.
Yeah, thinking about playing the Fabricate, banish an Evo, draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not really one you want to see when you're about to be attacked.
Yeah. For a whole bunch of damage.
Or are we still. No. Let's see, because obviously Matthew can respond to Rune Blood Incantation, because it's an action phase trigger.
Ooh. You're right.
So we'll see. We'll see. Yep, that's a good one. Runic Reckoning. Now we're responding.
Okay.
Banish the chest piece, +1 Evo defense, banish an Evo, draw.
Okay.
So that means all of his Evos currently block.
Yes.
In fact, fun fact, those Arcane Barrier Evos don't have temper. So They just get to block,
They
and
just
if
get
you
to block.
close the chain, you can block with them again.
Build your own rampart.
Yeah. Now we saw Matthew play that to great effect in his last game because they're not actions,
Hmm.
so they can block new and not be vanished. Whereas
The big evos, the temper evos are.
their actions relevant exactly to new and in overpower situations.
Yes.
But unfortunately for Matthew, I think this might be a bit too much because we've got
This
6 arcane and 12 physical.
12 physical.
Ninth Blade of the Blood Oath. What a card!
What a herd.
No,
It's extremely cool. I'll
yeah,
I'll give you Runeblade players.
some sick art.
Oh yeah.
Now, 6 arcane,
12 physical, 18 damage.
prevent 6 arcane. Here's 12. What you got, baby? We've got one, two, three block on board,
Mm-hmm.
which would still leave us taking well over lethal. One, 4, 5.
6.
Actually, sorry, that arms blocks 2, so we've got GG. Yeah,
GG.
wow. Absolute domination there by Hank.
Yeah, that is
No
just.
messing around.
You got to
Just
see the power of that laser cannon charging up.
yeah, Matthews just conceded the game here. There's no way for him to survive.
Yeah. Yeah. Impressive stuff
Well
from
done, Hank.
Viserai.
Well done. Wow.
Hank into the 2-0 bracket now.
2-0. 2-0 on Turtle
Good.
Burst. It's great to see Viserai getting some representation. It's a deck that you don't see an awful lot of anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because everyone is afraid of Warmongers. Because Warmongers absolutely sucks if you're Viserai,
Good into Viserai.
especially when you're trying to be aggressive.
Yes.
But tough break, Matthew. Just could not find the cards you needed, and when you finally found them,
Yeah.
you were being attacked by for 10 billion.
I think maybe 10. I think maybe 11 billion. I
Yeah.
think maybe.
Either
But
way,
yeah.
it was infinitely more than you could deal with without pitching, and then you got pummeled on top of it. It was just
Yeah. That
that
poem
was
was
some tough beats. Well done, Hank.
well done.
Well done, Matt. You're 1-1. It's fine. Time to just run the next one back.
Yeah.
After all, it means
Means
nothing.
nothing. Completely meaningless.
Thank you again for joining us in round 2. I've been Ian. This is Podrig. So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Give us all the love in the world for
Ooh.
organizing this league that is just for the love of flesh and blood.
Yeah.
If you're looking for me, you can find me on Twitter as well at findals_spirit. And thank you. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.